Hi guys, this action is a bit scary, but without it you won't get too far. If you're desperate for help, this will offer some respite, and it's also calming and therapeutic. In the addiction recovery program, it's the fifth step, which is admit to God, to ourselves, to another human being, the exact nature of our wrongs. Even though I was desperate for help, it was still a bit nerve-wracking telling a complete stranger pretty much my whole life story and all the wrong decisions I made in my whole life. But once I got it all off of my chest, I felt an enormous burden come off of my shoulders, like I took the yoke of a lifetime worth of bad choices and put them onto God's shoulder. But most of all, I felt hope for myself and for my future. When finding someone to confide the deepest parts of your heart, there are a couple of important things to consider. First, it has to be somebody that you trust, and second, it has to be someone who is in an authoritative position. Someone like the group leaders in your addiction recovery program, or a counselor, or a therapist, or a specialist, a psychologist, a minister, pastor, bishop, mentor, someone who is in a position to help. They're qualified to give you counsel and direction and set up a plan that will help you. These cannot be people who are in the same boat as you, or people you know who cannot help or are not invested in your well-being. Even though I didn't know the man that I confided in, I knew the position that he was in was one that I could trust, and that was worthy of me sharing my most vulnerable side. This was the bishop of the LDS church I went to, who incidentally I met with the first Sunday I went back to church. I was familiar with the leadership of the church and knew that whoever was the bishop was a qualified person, called of God, who would listen to me, support me, and help me through my recovery. And since that day, I developed a great relationship with him, and he was very instrumental throughout my journey by helping me put together a plan and encouraging me and just being there for me when I needed him. What's most important about this person is that they hold you accountable. If you don't tell anyone, you will not hold yourself accountable. So don't kid yourself into thinking that you can stick to your guns with no help. You need someone on a higher plane than you to rely on, who can keep you honest and push you and pull you up when you fall. Guys, this stuff isn't easy. I mean, who wants to bear the darkest moments in their lives to someone they barely know? But you know what? Without this step, nothing of real consequence happens. This will require humility and courage. You need help, you need a plan, you need someone to be there for you, and you need it now. The sooner, this relationship is actually crucial to your recovery. So the sooner you find the right person and get the weight that you've been carrying around for who knows how long off of your shoulder, the sooner you get your life back.